Hello and welcome to this broadcast of UCLA Rugby against Arizona. We've got number 11 UCLA coming up against number 9 Arizona, and what's sure to be a humdinger. My name's Jack Brown. I'm joined, as always, in the booth by my partner, James Jacinto. James, how you feeling about this one?
I'm pumped. The boys are tunneled up, jerseys are on, and the heart rate is starting to rise up here for me, so I can only imagine how they're feeling down on the field. Jack, how are you today?
Oh, it's a beautiful day here at Wallace-Annenberg Stadium. The pitch is in perfect condition. The weather's perfect. Couldn't be a better day for footy. And two hungry teams going at it. Again, number 11 UCLA against number 9 Arizona. Not much in it between the rankings of these two, and this game has playoff implications.
It does indeed. D1A, we're going to see the bracket take shape over the next few weeks. But the Bruins look forward to a nice little homestand coming through late February and March that should really tell the tale for them. Want to take us through the competition a little bit here, Jack?
Yes. So this playoff picture is kind of a Sweet 16 setup. The best 8 in the East against the best 8 in the West. The top 4 host the bottom 4. So mathematically, 3 of the next 4 home games that UCLA has, if they win those games, they get a top 4 seed in the West. Arizona's directly in competition to that. This is a huge game from that standpoint with the playoffs. But, you know, every game's a big game.
Absolutely. You don't need to tell these young men. They are headed straight down to the pitch. The first 15 for the UCLA Bruins.
Wow.
Jack, you've run through that tunnel a fair few times in your career. What's going through these young men's mind right now?
Pain. They want to inflict pain on their opponents right away. Arizona's coming into UCLA's house, and not going to take too kindly to that. You need to front up physically first and foremost.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Looks like we will pause for the national anthem. Rendition. I couldn't see the band there, but they should pat themselves on the back.
All right. First, let's take a look at the lineup from the Arizona Wildcats. Number 2, Cameron Blair, their hooker, will be captaining them this evening. Also, another player to look out for is Ted Champion at inside center from Shawnigan Lake. Quite the player. Anyone else you got your eyes on, James?
Not really. I am not hugely familiar with the team. But we do know that they pack a punch.
Definitely.
And I can tell. I watched their warm up. You know, I could tell they came down I-10, full of intent, full of heart. Why don't you take us quickly through some of the Bruin lineup here?
Yes, the Bruins are captained by their talismanic number 8, Logan Turner, quite the carrier. Also got some real great experience up front with Sam McMillan at hooker, senior. Will Sherman and Jack Pargetter in the engine room. Those two locks can't get much better. All-American Will Sherman.
Love it. And we are off to the races.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. early call from the ref. That's one of the new laws. You can't block anyone. You can't change your line into a blocking line. You must allow all players to compete for the ball in the air. The ref has adjudicated that off of the opening kickoff, UCLA blocked or impeded an Arizona player.
You know, as a player, that does become a little anticlimactic. You've put together, you've got your heart rate up, the kickoff's coming down, and it's blown up immediately. A little frustrating there. I would expect this Arizona 15 to slot this through, and we'll just take it right from where we just were.
Yes, Mateo Berenger, their vice captain, looks to slot one from right in front. Would put Arizona up 3-0 to start this match off. And it is good.
Slots it through the H, as predicted.
So, back to another restart, another chance to build for UCLA here.
You know, if I'm UCLA, it's 0-0 still.
Yeah.
It's there's nothing that's happened. If anything, you want to make sure that the intensity stays up. Fly half Vicente Alue out of Santiago, Chile will take it for the Bruins.
And all we're looking for from the referee now is consistency. Great tackle by Cortez, number 6 there, the rollicking blindside flanker. UCLA really eager to get into this first defensive set, bring some aggression to this physical contest.
Expecting a box kick here from the Arizona 9.
Almost blocked, good pressure from
Josh
Sherman.
Cox will get under this. He'll get aerial.
Oh, great
beautiful take from Arizona. That'll be a knock-on. Ref's letting it play.
Might call a maul here. That ball is held up.
Now if his knee, okay, so he's gone down, ruck is formed.
So that turned into a maul for folks tuning in, and once a maul has been called, if the team that brings the ball into the maul is unable to recycle it, it is a scrum to the defending side. So Arizona will have to put in at the scrum here. I'm very excited to see how this first scrum goes. Ooh, we've got quite the front row for UCLA. Ozzie Ross at loosehead prop number 1 is quite the specimen. So be interesting to see if UCLA can get parity or perhaps even dominance at this first scrum.
Jack, you've spent a good amount of time in your life down in the engine room of these scrums. What's it like there right in the front row?
It's, the intensity that you're getting from your locks behind you, and UCLA, again, has some great locks. Mm-hmm. It makes it really easy at times, when you've got all 8 pushing together in one way. And forwards coach Sam McMillan Sr. Has surely drilled them and has them ready for a big scrum here.
Absolutely.
Arizona with a feed. Switch back inside to the winger.
Nice defense from number 9 McCarthy for the Bruins.
Spinning it out wide. Arizona put in some phases together here, but UCLA's quick off the line there. Great read by McMillan.
Absolutely.
That's what we're talking about. That's a senior right there.
Forcing the kick from Arizona's 9. It's a good kick. Alue will let it.
Oh, he did field it. Fielded it within play and took it out. So it is a line out to Arizona. They try and go quick. McCarthy doesn't appreciate it as much, and hey, we love a good bit of niggle.
A little bit of extracurricular activities this
Some
early
push
in the
and
game.
shove it. It means a lot to them.
I'm not upset about it, Jack.
All right.
I think we'll get a little bit of replay here. Yep, this was the first.
Take another look. Yeah, look at McMillan come in and read that. Multiple options out the back there. McMillan correctly makes the right read. Beautiful tackle. And then again, here's Vicente on the sideline, unfortunately taking it into touch.
Slight miscalculation, but the Bruins are going to get the
Nice.
ball.
Oh, I must apologize. Vicente picked the ball up out of the field of play, so it was a line out to the Bruins, which they took well.
And there's Ozzie Ross taking it up, presenting the ball. They're going to reverse the field here.
There we go. Those are the locks
Nice
I'm
offload.
talking about.
Here's Logan Turner, number 8, one of the standout players for the Bruins.
Great ball presentation.
Excellent.
Nice. Well taken by Arizona. Looking to fire back. And look at that work rate from that offload from Pargetter to getting down the field for that tackle.
Absolutely.
God, McCarthy's been prominent today in everything.
Absolutely.
Nice tackle by the tight head prop, Rocco.
Second box kick already for Arizona. That could be a pattern all day.
Ooh. Thought he might have been in the air. He's released the ball. He can go again. Oh, sir. Calling the knock on there.
We'll have our second scrum.
So far, it's been a game of stops and starts.
Indeed. The UCLA backline hasn't really had a chance to shine just yet.
No, I don't think they've gotten the pill yet.
Yeah. There's some key attackers that are have gone wanting thus far, Jack.
Yeah, would you like to talk a little bit more about UCLA's superb fullback, Josh Cox?
Josh Cox. I've seen him play for about 3 or 4 years now. It comes out of Durban, South Africa. And he's got all the tools that you want back there. We should be saying his name a lot today.
Wonderful pass. All the way out to the wing. But gosh, great cover defense by UCLA. Taking him into touch and gaining their own line out. You really just love that. Best against best. They got it all the way out wide, but the door was slammed shut.
We had Sergio Rocha out of London on that tackle. And coming across was Josh Cox from his fullback.
And let's take another look at that. Look at this ball just fizzing out to the wing. Great pass there. Potentially forward, but it was flat. Great tackle, too.
Yeah, they're known for their cover defense across the D1A.
Well drilled by their head coach.
Yeah, Harry Bennett's been with the program now for about 3 years, and his mark's clear. Oh.
Line out a little bit over the top.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say possession's been all Arizona thus far.
Thus far. Oh, kick down into the corner.
Here's Cox. He's got a step. Maybe should have taken the boot out right there and gotten rid of the ball, but it looks like his teammates are over him.
Great job by UCLA to recycle there. Earlier they got caught into a maul and lost possession, but his teammates were able to wrestle him to ground there. Nice.
Great elevation.
On that box kick.
See the chase here.
Oh, Freddie Jobber, the freshman.
Well timed.
Open side and back in for the penalty. Calling a neck roll a little bit high in that clear out from McMillan.
Yeah, I mean, if we were to put the two teams next to each other right now, I think we'd have to say that UCLA has shown a bit more indiscipline. I think they're going to have to lock that up a little bit. Arizona, they've been able to keep the ball. Say what you will about their play. At the end of the day, they've had the ball, I would say, around 80% of the time so far. Bruins are going to have to reverse that.
Yeah, we will be speculating on the stats throughout this broadcast. 80% feels right to me right now.
Yep. Qualitative over quantitative, Jack.
Arizona set a maul from the line out. They're crabbing to the left there. Breaking off. Still the same maul. Great job by UCLA to repel that. Referee has called for them to one stop.
Oh,
need to use it.
Some extra stuff on the side of the maul. I love that.
Now I'm looking for some consistency here. There we go. Similar call to earlier. Ball caught up in the maul. UCLA did a great job there. Really, really patient by UCLA. It's easy when that maul starts crabbing to come in through the side, which is, of course, illegal.
Absolutely.
Which is why I like to do it. But they are made of sterner stuff and stayed in the right positions. Look at this replay here. See them start crabbing off to the left, and then that maul gets brought down. Great job by McMillan, and I can't quite catch who else is over the top of that ball. Great job there. Another scrum, another opportunity to assert dominance here for UCLA.
I think this is UCLA's first feed, isn't it?
Yes.
I'd look for Logan Turner off the back.
That scrum's wheeled. No call from the ref. And it looks like he's going for a reset.
Just 3-0 here with 10 minutes gone.
some wonderful physicality in these first 10 minutes.
Absolutely. And, one thing to remember while we are resetting the scrum is that UCLA has played two fewer games than most other competition, having lost out on 2 early season games due to those devastating wildfires here in Los Angeles.
Yes, but it's been quite the season for UCLA. They went on a tour, UK tour.
We'll get back to the tour. We'll get back to the tour in just a moment. But UCLA has won the free kick after some extrajudicial work by Arizona at the scrum.
Arizona pushing too early. Need to listen for that referee's call. And it's hard not to. When you want to really get dominance at scrum time, you might go a little bit early. But the refs being fair.
Looks like this is going to stay in touch.
Swinging it wide over to their fullback, out to the wing.
Our first real look at the Arizona 11 here packs a bit of a punch. I was watching him during warm-up.
Not releasing called on Freddie Jobber. Some might say that there was an extra roll from the Arizona player, but I'm trying my best to remain unbiased in the commentary box.
And look, and at the end of the day, if the ref's got a quick whistle, you have to play that. There's enough time left in the game to adjust.
That's so true. I mean, we have seen. It would have been prudent of me to start marking the penalties. Maybe I'll start now, but yeah, the penalties have gone by and large against UCLA at this point.
Absolutely.
Need to adjust to the ref.
Absolutely.
But a beautiful game so far. Another line out.
Oh, little helter-skelter there in the back. The 12 will take it into contact.
Ted Champion.
Bit of a cutout pass, and that's a knock-on. That's a mistake from Arizona. The Bruins will scrum down. They are going to have to take advantage of this.
Good defensive pressure from the 13, Dan Joyce, the outside center. Outside center has a lot to do in this defensive scheme, helping to jockey and make sure that the right options are taken. Good job by Dan Joyce there. I see a replay right here.
Nope, cancel the replay. Shout out to Daniel, our producer.
I explained it so well that we didn't need the replay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, actually, shout out to Daniel. Daniel, this broadcast looks so professional thanks to Daniel, our producer, and Michael, our cameraman. Scrum time again. You're hoping for some possession from if you're a UCLA fan at this point, but also want to understand you want to play in the right parts of the field and want to have territory first.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think some sustained possession would do well for the mentality on the Bruins side. That's one of the best scrum foundations we've seen. Here's Logan Turner.
Right into the waiting hands of Joe Sykes at inside center.
Absolutely.
Truck it up down Route 1. Ooh. Ozzie Ross straight out of the scrum right into another carry. High work rate.
Looks like we're going to ship it. Looks like a box kick from the Bruins.
Hanging it high.
Oh.
Nice take by Arizona.
Very nice take. Low center of gravity on that 11. He's one to watch.
Arizona's really doing a good job of working from width to width across the field.
Absolutely.
Trying to test the UCLA defense.
A rush up in defense by McMillan leaves a gap. Their 10 is going to step. Good retreat.
Great hustle.
Great hustle by Will Sherman.
Good scramble defense, but UCLA's offsides here. Turned around. Good job by Turner. Right on the goal line. This is helter-skelter stuff. Spinning out wide, Arizona. Potential obstruction, sir.
Good cover defense by the Bruins under tough circumstances.
Nice break by Arizona as well. Pick and go around the edges.
This is where discipline is hugely important.
Arizona content to keep it tight, work it through the forwards.
Bruins win a penalty.
Huge call. Arizona cleared out too far beyond the ruck there. Great job by UCLA. James mentioned it earlier, to stay in the fight, to scramble on defense, to not let one error turn into two with that big break. Absolutely heroic effort.
Heart in the fire, head in the fridge, Jack. That's what I always say. Bruins will clear their lines and head to touch. They earned that penalty, so the advance in territory comes with possession. They will throw the line out.
Another opportunity. Last line out went awry for UCLA.
Yeah, they'll be looking to correct that. Jack, you've thrown a number of lineouts in your day. What are you looking for from number 2, Sammy McMillan here?
It's the whole operation. You know, a lot gets put on the hooker because he's the one triggering with the throw, but you got to have the lift, you have to have the timing, you need to have the right calls. When a lineout goes well, great defense by Arizona, and gosh, what a hit by Logan Turner. But it takes everyone.
Yeah.
And credit to Arizona for their defensive work there.
Absolutely. Cutout pass.
Captain on captain there. Turner on Blair.
Oh. Looks like a bit of indiscipline from Arizona. Ref's going to blow it up. This is where you watch his hands. If he's reaching to his pockets, there could be some discipline coming. It looks like they've gotten off with just a warning.
A warning for number 6.
Yeah, I saw him complaining to the ref. Some refs are a little bit more. Some refs are a little bit more stringent about non-captains speaking to him.
Looks like might have been a little bit high for number 6 as well, potentially.
So that's the second time that
mistouch.
UCLA's fly-half has mistouched. That's just free possession and territory that's being passed up, and that's not something that we're going to be able to sustain.
Nice take, though. Looking like Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid.
Absolutely. One of my top 3 favorite Giants of all time.
And who are the other 2?
Barry Bonds and JT Snow, Jack. All right, a quick reintroduction to play. Josh Cox, the Bruins showing a bit of initiative here, knowing that they have to.
McCarthy looking for the 50-22. Yes,
excellent.
Sir!
Excellent.
Wow. So since he kicked it behind his own, behind the halfway line, and it bounced before going out in the 22, that is an attacking line out to the Bruins. What an opportunity here. This is the first time the Bruins have entered the opposition's 22 in this match, and with a great chance for a throw, potentially a drive, could work a peel off the back. The opportunities are limitless in this great attacking position.
Rugby's a game of chances. This is the best chance the Bruins have enjoyed thus far this afternoon.
As you can see on the replay, just a picture-perfect kick, bouncing right out. Gosh, it wouldn't look out of place in the Six Nations. That was a great piece of skill from Andrew McCarthy.
Bruins unable to keep it at the line out, however.
Number 6 is done talking to the ref, and now he's talking to Vicente Alou with that bump off.
Yeah, he's letting those forearms do the talking today.
Get off me! He seemed to say with that run.
You said it, Jack.
UCLA resetting. Looking to build some phases and maybe a chance to have some possession.
Some go-forward ball from Ozzie Ross.
Really great
Plays
interplay.
it off the ground. Taking a little too high.
Unfortunately, dragged into touch.
Absolutely. It looks like Joseph Sykes.
No. So the referee has ruled that he was tackled and then dragged into touch.
Excellent.
So another chance for UCLA to kick for the corner and have another attacking line out.
All right. We are able to hit touch this time. Vicente Alou out of Santiago, Chile, heads back to his position to marshal his backs.
About 10 meters out, give or take. Great position to be in.
We're seeing this again. Back play. Here's Joseph Sykes.
So the ref has ruled that he's tackled, his knees are down, and then he was dragged into touch.
UCLA is able to retain the line out.
Still a little bit sloppier than they would have liked, but good to keep possession. And it looks like, unfortunately, going to get called for holding on. Great jackal by Arizona there.
Yeah. I'm not upset at UCLA's play there. That was just an excellent take from the Arizona number 5.
Yes. I would say, though, you got to be a little bit more clinical inside the 22.
Absolutely.
20 minutes gone in this game. First quarter or so done. Oh, my gosh, the ball's coming right to us.
Excellent.
Thankfully, I'm protected by a sure set of hands here. James Jacinto. James, watching these fellas run around, any memories jump into your mind of when you ruled this paddock?
Too many to count. Some better than others, Jack, I'll tell you.
Or are you going to tell me now or later?
We've got this line out coming out. Arizona's able to retain.
A lot of options out the back there. Great read by Day and Joyce.
Oh, first great stiff arm of the afternoon there from the Arizona 12.
Yes, Ted Champion, Shawinigan Lake, one of the premier rugby institutions in Canada. Ball's out. Under a bit of pressure here, Arizona chooses to run. McMillan with a great tackle.
He's isolated. UCLA needs to take advantage of that. Absolutely.
Wow.
Well done.
Now that is two great players stepping up. Senior Sam McMillan coming in with a great chop tackle, and Jack Pargetter, the junior lock, coming in with a great jackal. Looks like they're pointing for the post. They'll take 3 off of this penalty, and we might have ourselves a tie ball game.
And here's a memory, Jack. You know, I took 1 or 2 place kicks in my day playing fly half for the Bruins, and I'll say this: taking it from center is a lot better than taking it off from the side. All right.
Can only imagine on that replay we're seeing that chop tackle and then Pargetter getting over that ball, doing a great job of staying on his feet and sustaining through the pressure. I didn't mean to cut you off though.
Not at all. Let's let Vicente Alue do the talking with his boot.
Where was your favorite place to kick from?
I'm going to say right about where we're seeing Vicente do so right now, straight on in front. That was my high percentage shot there, Jack.
Every shot from you was a high percentage.
I appreciate that.
Penalty inside 22. Let's kick it. No? Okay.
Ooh.
And it is over. Tie ball game. Gosh.
Bit of a wounded duck there off the boot, but if it goes over, it counts, Jack.
That's right. What a great time to be a Bruin fan, and what a great time it will be to be a Bruin fan on the weekend of March 22nd. It's the Hall of Fame weekend. March 22nd and 23rd, there'll be a Hall of Fame dinner and a game against Cal Poly as well. Just some tremendous stuff coming up for the Bruins. As James mentioned earlier, got a string of home games after this. The atmosphere here is electric.
It is. Restart from Jack's favorite player, Ted Champion.
Favorite player on Arizona,
There we
which
go.
means he is not my favorite.
Absolutely.
I am unbiased. Go Bruins!
Looks like the Bruins have adopted a bit of a new game plan to keep the ball in play.
Great offload. Oh, McCarthy charged down.
Here's Jack Pargetter,
These locks are everywhere.
imposing number 4 for the Bruins. I'm sensing a bit more blood from the Bruins right now.
Yes. Gotten a taste of possession, gotten on the scoreboard.
Sometimes it takes a few minutes to set your feet into a game.
Certainly, especially with that penalty in the very first minute of the game.
Absolutely.
Another high box kick
An
there.
aerial assault.
Go!
Yep, that's fine.
Daniel Odin-Jimmy there.
Yeah, out of Watford in the UK. The Bruins will seek to use this opportunity. Vicente Alue.
Wonderful
Stepping.
step.
Silky.
Jeez. Look at that, with the grubber through. Wow. Oh, hot on pursuit. Oh, that ball's still live. Oh, did he get there? Did he get
Alue
there?
get there?
What a try's given. Oh, my word. What hustle, what endeavor. That's Bruin rugby.
Big moment from a big player. The pursuit was stunning. I'm at a loss for words.
That was absolutely incredible.
Wow. Vicente's had his struggles so far off the boot today. He's missed touch a couple times. I think he's just completely redeemed himself, Jack.
Beyond.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was something else. The step to have the presence of mind to see the defense closing in on you, to put the grubber through, and then the chase from the Bruins, never giving up on the play. I want to give a shout out to Sergio Rocha, who chased really well there as well from his wing position.
Absolutely. All right. Vicente does what every fly half dreams of doing, which is converting their own try.
Wow.
All right. Here's a replay.
Let's take another look at this absolute filth here. Oh, so first, we have a great box kick, great chase there, get the ball back. Wonderful work from both wingers on this play. Okay, so out to Vicente, boom, that step, and then that grubber through. James, what does it feel like to put boot to ball there?
It's a huge risk. You really have to have a lot of self-belief to do that, and in this case, it paid off 100%.
UCLA handles the restart well. McCarthy boots the touch. He's having quite the game. Number 9 from Dublin, Ireland. And speaking of that UK tour we touched on earlier, yes, the Bruins went overseas and played Oxford, Bristol, and University College Dublin. What a great experience for those guys.
Absolutely. It's rare in the modern game for an operation like UCLA Rugby to make a trip like that, but rugby is a game of diplomacy. And with the World Cup coming up in the United States in 2031, they, I think trips like that are really important, and also great from a team building.
It's a global game, and it is really excellent that the UCLA program has players from. Oh wow, nice play! Has players from all over the world, and also is going across the world, spreading their beautiful brand of rugby.
Absolutely, UCLA has a global brand. We know that. And it's been that way since 1919, Jack. And here we are.
I mean, it was that way, but then when you came, it really kind of. It got more global, intergalactic, I'd say. We missed touch again.
Vicente at halftime, I know that Coach Bennett is going to have to take Vicente aside and say, Vicente, amazing try, amazing grubber, but we have to take our opportunities to hit touch. I think that cumulatively we've given up at least 70 meters in territory.
And as a kicker, James, when you're looking for touches, it's just a matter of he's looking for too many meters and he maybe needs to put it out a little bit closer, or is he just not striking the ball well?
I think it absolutely is just maybe looking to kick it a bit too far and losing it on the backside. Oh, great cover defense.
Logan Turner, great hit there. Of course, the knock on.
There's a great stiff arm from
Freddie Jobber. Freddie
yeah.
Jobber also earned that penalty, another jackal penalty that we weren't able to put into touch. But Freddie Jobber has impressed me, to say the least. As a freshman, to play open side flanker, you're involved in everything.
Jobber comes straight out of Tunbridge in the UK. Uh-oh.
Another penalty, and it appears the ref wants to have a chat.
We might be seeing some dairy from the ref.
Bringing both captains together, Logan Turner from UCLA and Cameron Blair from Arizona.
Absolutely.
It would appear that Arizona's on warning after this. No more penalties inside the 22. Otherwise, the next one might be a yellow card. The fabled fromage.
All right, Vicente's been perfect off the tee so far. I see no reason why they shouldn't have. They shouldn't try it again.
Yes.
Every kicker's mechanics are different.
And you've coached kickers, James. What are you telling? Are you visualizing a line through the goalposts, or what's going through his mind as he slots another one to put UCLA up 13-3 over Arizona?
Visualization is a massive component of kicking. You're thinking, you're thinking on a line, but you're also thinking about the swing of your leg and the angle of your foot. And then at a certain point, you just say, "To heck with it! I'm going to boot this thing."
Seeing a replay again here of when UCLA earned this penalty. And another restart has gone. Another great take by Vicente. Puts it in touch.
Vicente is coming into his own in this game, definitely.
Save for that first restart that led to the penalty. UCLA's done a really great job of clearing their lines after scoring.
Absolutely. And, part of what we love about rugby is the ebb and flow and the shifts in momentum. And I think what we've seen in the last 7 or 8 minutes is a real shift from the beginning of the game when Arizona really had was dictating terms.
Mm-hmm. Nice tackle in the midfield. Absolutely. There. You love a 10 that'll put his hand in there.
Absolutely.
Great double tackle there. Ozzie Ross coming up with his prop counterpart Rocco.
Oh. Arizona 10 finds space, absolutely. Oh, looks like they were playing advantage. And I love
offsides.
Can you take us through the offsides penalty real quick, Jack?
Offsides on UCLA.
Oh.
Not sure what number.
Excellent. I've out of the two backlines, the one that we've really been able to kind of check out a little bit more so far has been Arizona, and they are excellent ball handlers. Their passing is at an excellent standard. What I'm seeing is a lot of the actions happening a little bit far from the gain line, which is allowing the Bruins to kind of shift, move along with the ball. And so they haven't really been exposed and haven't really given away much space just yet. So the Bruin backline defense is doing a great job.
Yeah, it's a great call, James, to read that live. One thing that Arizona is doing is playing with a lot of depth, not taking on the gain line as much. It led to that one break, that deception behind the line, but UCLA by and large has done a good job of reading that and bringing the physicality.
Absolutely.
Well, I am officially a Freddie Jobber fan account now with that last tackle. This guy won't quit.
Absolutely. He's got 4 years to build even a bigger platform than he already has.
Scary seasons if you're an opponent of the Bruins. Arizona has numbers potentially out here.
Nice. Daniel Odejimi not afraid of confrontation out there.
Ooh. A little kick in behind. Odejimi back again. Oh, sir, was he played off the ball? No, try giving. Oh, no. Wow. Great kick into the corner from Arizona, a similar type of grubber that we saw from UCLA for their try. Absolutely. Try given.
Look, when you put the ball on the ground in those back corners, chaos reigns.
Yes.
You never know what's going to happen.
And you called it, James. A great tackle by Odejimi to come in on the lock there, but then getting back to the position to cover in the corner. Really smart of Arizona to identify that space and put that kick in behind. And just like we were talking about a game of momentum, Arizona able to build, consolidate some pressure there, and put in a speculative kick that paid off.
Absolutely. And this will be a test of Mateo Berenger's foot here. You know, when the try is scored in a given corner, the ball comes straight out from the spot where it was touched down. And this is not an easy kick. I've taken a few of these in my day and made even fewer.
He's a left-footed kicker. Is that a better side for him to be on?
I should know that, Jack, but I do not. Okay, see, the occasion, I've been there. The occasion of a big kick has gotten to me a few times, and your fundamentals wind up departing. I mean,
same. Oh, here's the kick in behind from Ted Champion. Odejimi in position, potentially played off the ball.
Yeah.
But gosh, you know, it's sour grapes for me to even mention a thing like that, and an unbiased broadcaster wouldn't have.
It's a tough assignment for any winger. He did what he could. Bruins will look to reverse the field here.
But in rugby, as in life, it's how you respond.
100%. We've got about 7 minutes left in the half. I think each team is going to be really hoping to make a statement going into halftime.
Now that's a big play there from Will Sherman. So number 3 on Arizona was giving him a little bit of the push and shove after. It comes right back, doesn't get sucked into a penalty or anything, comes back and makes a great hit on him. That's a mature player. That's a reason he's an All-American.
Absolutely. And that's another great take from Freddie Jobber there, Jack.
Yes. Good under the high ball, too.
Absolutely.
What can he do?
Yeah, his fundamentals have really shown through today. Here's Dan Joyce, a 13 from San Diego. He plays a really, really agile game. I like his game. Bruins recycling.
Unfortunately.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree with that call from the ref there.
Bit of a knock on at the base of the scrum.
Absolutely.
Or the ruck.
Absolutely. I just didn't see the ball go forward. It's okay.
And we've got eagle eyes.
We do. I almost brought the binoculars out today, Jack.
It's rare to see you without the binoculars.
That's true.
Scrum time. And, you know, as you get deeper into the half, we're got about 6.5 minutes remaining in this half. You know, the scrums start to open up a little bit more. You're fatigued. Yeah. Your technique maybe isn't what it was at the start of the game. Maybe have that adrenaline dump from the beginning. Great job by Ozzie Ross standing up. Didn't like how that scrum was set. Being talked to by the ref, you know, it's a fine line between standing up and getting a free kick against you, but he's asking for the reset and he's got it.
Defensive scrum, Jack, what's the mentality? How's the mentality a bit different than an offensive scrum here?
So with the new law changes, the scrum half can't go past halfway of the scrum, like basically where the hooker is. So you're not seeing that pressure from the scrum half on the number 8 anymore. So it's really big to try and wheel that scrum as UCLA just did to prevent the 8-man from picking it up.
What a confrontation there in the middle of the field.
Another call.
Looks like a bit of a high tackle from the Bruins.
Potentially not releasing and then going for the jackal there.
Oof.
This would be a tough kick for touch, though. And it is in play.
That'll
Josh
stay.
Cox has taken it inside his 22.
Josh has an excellent boot. I really hope we see a little more of him in the second half.
Yeah, on the offensive side of the game.
All right,
Logan Turner drops
big
back.
run up from Logan. I think he's going to look for some. Oh,
Offsides.
excellent. All right, a few more minutes left in the half. The Bruins are going to want to capitalize here.
Would be huge to get another score before half. And just another word on Logan Turner, not just a bruising physical presence, the presence of mind to drop back and field that kick, knowing that Josh Cox just had to chase a little on his previous kick.
Absolutely.
Well-drilled team.
This is where the Bruins are going to need to dig deep. I'm seeing some hands on hips. I'm seeing some huffing and some puffing. And
that's just me.
And that's just me. So we are, but this is it. These are the moments where games are won and lost. Josh Cox and Vicente Louis are conversing back there. Looks like they're going to have an extra
medical running on. Arizona player has gone down. Don't have a number. I believe that's their outside center, Maddox King.
He's played well so far.
Yeah, all the best to Maddox King. Hopefully he's okay and able to continue. Cameron Blair, the captain for Arizona, using this as an opportunity to work on the ref. The game within a game.
Absolutely. These moments do afford both teams an opportunity to, take on a bit of H2O, talk to each other, check in. Coaches do kind of creep in from the sideline and drop some knowledge on their boys.
James, if you were talking to the UCLA backs, what would you be saying right now?
I'd say let's get our heads on straight. Let's strike now while the iron's hot. And let's not try to no one should try to be a hero here. I think that there needs to be an effort to retain possession through to the end of the half.
Good attacking position just outside the 22 here. We'll see what UCLA can do with it. Lineouts have not gone totally smoothly today.
Yeah.
But with two great locks like Pargetter and Sherman, you got some tall timber to toss it to. See what they can put up here. 5-man lineout. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, we are able to retain possession here. Excellent.
And Arizona's keying on something. They got up quicker than UCLA did on UCLA's lineup. There must be some tell or something at some point. UCLA gets done for that penalty clearing out beyond the ruck, similar to what the ref called on Arizona within the 22 earlier. So he has been consistent there. But UCLA needs to find some answers at lineout time.
Absolutely. I think you could argue that the lineout has been the difference in the two teams, and that as we get ready to go into the sheds for halftime, UCLA will be happy to be up 5 points.
If you can't get your set piece right, you can't get a platform to build your beautiful attack off of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Champion, middle of the field.
Jobber's in there again, slowing up the ball, doesn't get the penalty, but does a great job of making sure it's not a quick ruck from Arizona. Nice tackle out wide. Not rolling away, another penalty on Sammy McMillan.
Looks like McMillan might be getting reprimanded for something similar to what Arizona's heard from the ref on earlier. Just a little bit too much talking, perhaps maybe a couple repeated offenses.
Yes, the ref has certainly made his imprint on this game.
Yeah.
Logan Turner, the captain, coming in to talk it through a little bit further.
There's a real art to for any captain to deal with a referee. Logan Turner is among the best in the D1A at doing that.
It's not just about galvanizing your team. It's not just about leading from the front like Logan Turner does. It's also about those soft skills and making sure the referee understands that he's being heard and that you're doing everything within your power to play a free and fair game.
It's okay to do a little politicking as well.
Arizona's going to take a shot at the posts here. Wow, this is a long-range kick for Ted Champion. This is a big one. James, when you had a deep shot like this, does your process change as a kicker?
Well, I never had the ability to make a kick at this distance, Jack. So this is a little bit of unfamiliar territory for me. But Champion has proven to have a pretty monster leg thus far, so let's see what he's able to do. He does not have the distance, and he gives it to Josh Cox, who's going to just ship it right out of bounds and
That's the end of the half.
drop us into the sheds for halftime.
And what a half it was. UCLA up 13-8 over Arizona, number 9 and number 11 in the country, locking horns here at Wallace-Annenberg Stadium, with the second half coming up with everything to play for.
It's going to be a dynamite second half. I'm seeing some good body language from the Bruins. I think that the forwards have a lot to be proud of and a lot to assess, and mostly around the set piece.
Yes, line out will be a big area of focus here in the second half.
Absolutely.
But overall, what a physical game.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we will take a quick break ourselves and be back for what is a very promising second half.
Don't go away, folks.
All right. All right, Jack, here we are back for the second half, and we just quickly want to start out with a quick shout-out to TVX Sports Video, who is in from San Diego today. Daniel and Michael are doing a great job on the telecast, so shout-out to them.
Shout out to them, and shout out to everyone watching here. We've got a beautiful game of rugby here at Wallace-Annenberg Stadium. UCLA up 13-8 over Arizona currently. Big second half to come.
Absolutely.
James, what are your keys to the second half?
I want the UCLA backs to get engaged and start doing what we know they're capable of. Yeah.
I'd like to see from the forwards just a little bit more dominance in the set piece, particularly at line-out time. Scrum's looking good, but just want to have a good platform for those backs to launch off of in the form of some clean lineouts.
Absolutely. I'm also excited to see how Coach Bennett plays the impact subs, because he's got some real tanks in waiting.
The subs will have a huge impact. It's a beautiful day today, but with the sun out, you get tired in those second half, especially with some expansive open running from Logan Turner. Nice interplay there.
Josh Cox will put it through. It's been deflected.
I just love the engine on Sherman there.
Absolutely.
A lock looking to make that play.
Yeah, he is relentless in pursuit. It's a beautiful thing to see for a man of his size.
Ooh.
This number 6 for Arizona has been a wrecking ball.
He has. He's been he's run afoul of the ref a few times. He has a few things to say, but he's saying it with his play there.
Looks like a bit of a kick through. McCarthy.
Unbelievable. Sergio Rochia, that loose ball on the floor, puts it on the foot and comes up with a try. What amazing heads-up footing.
Amazing stuff. He's able to take advantage of the opportunity presented him.
Wow.
Beauty.
Just one missed pass. You haven't seen many balls drop from this Arizona back line, and he was all over it.
And look, when certain elements of your game are not working, it is so important to take advantage of a gift.
Opportunistic.
100%. 100%. That'll make Coach Bennett's heart rate drop just a little bit. And not a bad way to start the second half.
Oh, not at all. Especially if this conversion gets slotted. Tough angle, though. Gosh, what a play, though. What a
Amazing
play.
Stuff. Vicente Alue has been great off the tee thus far. Challenging kick. We've got an excellent angle on the camera here.
I got to tell you, this number 11, this winger for UCLA who just scored there. Wait for the kick.
Beautiful strike of the ball.
Wow, what a strike.
Wonderful. Does amazing things for the crowd, does amazing things for the rest of your squad, seeing that ball go over. 20-8,
but just one more word on UCLA's number 11. He was so involved in that first try in his chase, too, and then this one as well. Let's see a replay of that ball dropping and then putting the boot to ball there, heads-up play, chasing it down. He's been relentless. Hasn't gotten much opportunity ball in hand, but has really made his impact felt with his defense and his endeavor. Yeah,
he's been a standout today. And you saw him going for the ball with his hand and then decided to let it hit the leg. Very, very smart play. And he's able to take the ball right off the restart as well.
And hop right out of that tackle, too. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
McCarthy at number 9.
And number 6 simply can't help himself.
Ooh, another piece of indiscipline. After a bit of a conversation between referees, I think we might be seeing something a little more serious coming out of the pocket of the ref.
So the call there, number 6 put his hands up as if to say, "Who, me? I didn't do anything," while he clearly hip-checked Andrew McCarthy trying to chase the ball. And as we saw with the first penalty of the game, you cannot impede someone who's chasing a kick.
This is a momentous conversation. The crowd's getting into it. Really vocal crowd here at UCLA. It's been that way always. All right, it's going to be a clean penalty. UCLA is going to send it into touch, advance up, and hopefully set a nice foundation with a good lineup.
Because that was a penalty on the kick, the penalty comes from where the ball landed as opposed to where the penalty occurred.
Unfortunately, he's not able to hit touch.
UCLA will rue some missed opportunities here, both at the lineout and hitting touch. But Arizona's now backed up inside their own 22. Still a chance to put on some pressure.
Absolutely. Oh, great play by the forward pack. Right there on the fringes.
That's massive.
Champions big boot. Oh, ball headed our way, Jack.
James, save me.
Oh, safety is restored.
Gosh, it feels good to be up in the booth with sure hands Jacinto.
That's right.
I know that's right. Another lineout, another opportunity for UCLA.
All right, Sammy McMillan is going to need to lock this in here.
5-man lineout.
Excellent.
Great take.
Excellent.
Absolutely great take by Pargetter. Full extension, and credit to his lifters there, too. Arizona's swimming through that maul. Great job by McCarthy to pull it out. Let's see what the back line can do. Sykes into contact. McCarthy moving it wise to Ozzie Ross. Gosh, he has a motor on him, especially for a loose head prop.
Josh Cox in the back, marshaling
Counter
the
ruck,
troops.
unfortunately. Oh, counter ruck from Arizona, and they've taken the ball cleanly.
Cox underneath it with a little room. Nice. His step
Great
is among
step.
one of the best.
Yes, sir. Beautiful interplay there. Wow.
Excellent hands. That'll come from Harry Bennett's skill as a backline for various rep sides in Australia.
That's right. Coach Bennett played shoot shield for Sydney. Had some time with the Waratahs as well in New South Wales. Great player in his own right. A better coach.
I certainly think so. Ozzie Ross, great interplay between the forwards.
Not rolling away, potentially. I need to stop talking like that about the ref. Okay, there we go. Great carry there from Rocco.
Josh Cox is able to step into the fly half role. He's such a useful player. Bit of a high tackle, perhaps. Now I'm conjecturing.
You got the bug.
I got the bug too. It's okay.
And the only prescription is more clean rugby. Look at that go.
That's right. Cutout pass.
Wide.
Oh, great speed on the outside.
Ooh, big hit there. Great job by Cortez stepping into scrum half. Good job by McCarthy also covering that ball as well. UCLA doing a great job of interchanging roles throughout the back line.
We were able to duck under that tackle. He's slippery.
Not much support over there, though. Good play by, great step back.
Daniel Otojimmy's step is absolutely wild. We haven't seen it today until now.
Oh, what a run. Unfortunately, ball was just poked away on the offload. Oh, but charged down.
Vicente's able to charge that down after the dispossession.
Did he carry that over the line? Nope, goal line dropout.
Frantic stuff right out.
Really frantic stuff. I mean, great job by both sides being so on top of those quick changes. Really playing heads-up footy.
Jack, would you say these young men are better conditioned than we were in our day?
I think they're better conditioned than me now.
Indeed.
They really, I mean, the engines on these guys, it's so impressive to make so many tackles, so many involvements, and continue playing so hard.
It's an extremely high standard. And the crowds here correspond to that.
Wicked bounce from that watermelon-shaped ball we love.
Threading the needle.
To your point about the fitness of these players, it's been a nutritional game. We'll see what happens in this final quarter. You mentioned the subs earlier, but also the players who are still on the field. Are they getting tired? Are they able to still bring that intensity to each contact?
Yeah, and that's why you just keep an eye on the body language, especially walking up to the lineouts and in the scrums.
5-man lineout. Not straight.
Tough to argue with the ref's judgment from this angle, but
a skew throw is okay if the other team doesn't contest. That's the new law. But since there was a jumper put up by Arizona, and that lineout was judged to be not straight, free kick to Arizona, which they're taking in the form of a scrum. And if you're loving this action, you can join UCLA. Come on down to the paddock next weekend, 3-1. They'll be taking on Central Washington. What's shaping up to be another game with big playoff implications.
There's no let up for these Bruins in the next 2 months. All excellent games.
Full arm penalty there from the scrum. Not sure what number that was called on, but UCLA had gained scrum dominance by the end of the first half. Something to keep an eye on in the second half. The dark arts of the scrum.
Something I've stayed willfully ignorant of throughout my career.
One of many things you've stayed willfully ignorant of, James.
That list is long as well. UCLA will be looking to steal this.
Oh.
Wow. Incredible cover defense under tough circumstances from the Bruins. Ooh. I love that counter ruck from the Arizona prop there.
Yeah, on the borderline of playing the 9, McCarthy goes on and gets on with his business. I've been very impressed with McCarthy today.
Here's Cox with the step. Yep. Cox and Alue have a pretty great combo going.
Ooh, the grubber. We saw it work to perfection earlier. This time Arizona picks it up, coming back the other way.
And look, I think, the endeavor is wonderful. I just think that the Bruin backline hasn't had a ton of ball, and for that reason it can be easy to try and make something magic happen, but I would love to just see them take the ball into contact, recycle, and set a platform.
Phases,
build those phases.
High risk, high reward option.
Absolutely.
And then the call goes against Odinjimi, goes against the UCLA winger for not rolling away. Odinjimi, my apologies.
Arizona's got an enviable position here with this line out. Let's see how they play it. Looks like
UCLA chooses not to contest, knowing that they're going to try and bring the maul through. Stout maul defense in the first half from the Bruins. See if they can continue to do that.
Oh, they've stayed up.
Really great drive from Arizona within the 5-meter line. It's going to have to be some frantic goal line defense from UCLA here. Great line from number 5 on Arizona. But Freddie Jobber's up to the challenge. Have they held him up? No, he's in for the try. That's huge.
Strength versus strength. Low man wins, right, Jack?
And UCLA had that chance earlier to potentially put some more points on the board. Arizona comes right back. Absolutely. This game has been just, really back and forth.
Really back and forth. UCLA, I would love to see a little bit more between the two teams, but look, it's going to be a challenge in the last 28 minutes of this game.
Certainly, a lot to play for here. This is a big kick. Currently, we're within a converted try of the margin, but if he makes this, it'll only be an unconverted try, and that separates these two teams.
Absolutely. And look, when Arizona comes down I-10, it is always a confrontational matchup.
Mm-hmm.
It's that the history of this particular rivalry is storied beyond belief.
It's so storied. I remember the team talk that you gave before my first time playing Arizona, and you showed a lot of pictures of I-10, and you said they can't come down this. It appeared to be like a CAPTCHA series of various roadways. And you said, do you know which one's I-10? They can't come down this.
That was back in the MapQuest days as well.
We're old. If there's not a camera on us, but we look like Stadler and Waldorf.
That's right. All right, Alue coming through with the restart here.
Well taken by Arizona. Back into Logan Turner. He puts himself in great positions to carry the ball. Great placement by him as well to protect against that potential jackal attempt.
Absolutely. Jack Pargetter's got to come alive in the last 30.
Yes,
I like the reversal of field. I love equipping Josh Cox with the ball.
Cox has become more prominent as this game has gone on.
We're saying
Arizona over the ball. Unfortunate. Just that split second, getting disconnected from your support, not having someone there to ruck. And great job by Arizona taking advantage of that. That was a substitute for Arizona. Troy Norman, number 20, coming in and making an impact. Have to see when Coach Harry Bennett of UCLA decides to use his substitutes.
They don't believe in your kicking abilities anymore, 12.
Lineup for Arizona coming up here. UCLA has not contested the last 2 lineouts. One seemed like a business decision because of the maul. The other one just didn't get someone up. Would love to see UCLA get someone up in the area there and make Arizona earn this lineout.
Absolutely. They're throwing some forwards into the back line. I think we should see some impact runs here.
Well spotted, James. Well spotted. No, we've got Tanner DeMassa, number 7 from Arizona, as well as number 20, the aforementioned Troy Norman, lurking out in the back line. See if they get the pill. Over the top.
Looks like the Bruins will take this. Yep.
Great hustle from Cortez.
Here's Jobber. Jobber throwing the stiff arm.
Jobber says, stay away from me.
Jobber to Sykes.
Got a knee down, I believe.
Knee is down. Some
Penalty
extrajudicial
call.
work from Arizona, and the Bruins will take the penalty.
That's right, not releasing on the tackle there. UCLA has really thrived in the moments of chaos of this game. The loose balls, UCLA has been the first of these loose balls. They've been putting that first try of the second half, put boot to ball on a loose ball, getting on top of that line out quick. You can't fault the effort from either one of these teams.
Not at all. Not at all. Both teams have come to play.
Got some substitutes preparing on the bench for UCLA, but not used yet. Maul for UCLA from the back. This is a great position to be. The bulk of Arizona's pack was up in the front. Numerical advantage, really pushing that drive forward about 10 meters so far.
Excellent platform.
But the Maul has gone to ground. A penalty's called on Arizona. They deliberately brought it to ground.
Massive decision here from Harry Bennett. Looks like we've got another conversation, a little disciplinary check-in with the ref.
And after that's done, it looks like UCLA might be bringing out the tee to take the easy 3 here. I should never say easy. No kick is easy.
Thank you for respecting the art. Yeah, you got to take the 3 here in a close game like this.
Well done, referee. Great decision. We respect your decision, referee.
Big kick for Vicente here.
He's been great, very confident off the tee so far. Let's see if he can maintain that confidence.
And I'm confident that March 22nd and 23rd will be a great weekend, the Hall of Fame weekend. There'll be the banquet dinner celebrating the team from
1975. We will be inducting the entire national championship team from 1975 into the UCLA Rugby Hall of Fame. And here's the kick from Alloué. Cool as a cucumber.
Ooh.
Cool as you like. Under increasing pressure, that boot has really served him well off the tee today.
He is not afraid.
Absolutely.
Some substitutes coming in for UCLA now. Rocco, the tight head prop, has come off for Nick Momani. Also, Will Sherman's still on. My apologies, just came closer to the sideline to get lifted. But Rocco off for Momani.
I really wish I brought those binocs.
I love that you call him that. You save so much time calling him binocs.
Thank you.
Line out here for Arizona. Arizona's captain, Cameron Blair. Let's see what he can cook up.
Last one was bad. They went middle or front. Last one was an overthrow.
All right, UCLA's got a contest here. Oh, nearly.
But still made it scrappy. Not clean ball for Arizona. Champion through the middle again for Arizona.
Champion's always good for about 5 or 6 meters past the game line. He's really been a talisman for them today.
Agreed. Arizona's made a change at scrum half as well as at loose head prop. Or sorry, tight head prop. There's the new man, 18.
Crowd screaming for forward pass. I didn't see it from my angle. They've
Back
got
to
an
the other
overlap
side,
on the
yep.
right.
Numbers. How will UCLA handle this?
Oh,
Maddox King cuts it back inside. Arizona making good ground. Back down the short side again.
there's that 11 from Arizona again. He's impressed me all day.
Yes, Jake Schumacher. Champion cutting through. A lot of UCLA players off their feet. This is a huge moment there. Wow. That's what you want to see.
Excellent. Who was that? Was that McMillan?
McMillan bravely putting his head into a dark place there to go get that turnover. Another big jackal turnover. UCLA had a lot of folks off their feet. They needed that one. Arizona would have had numbers on the outside if they had been able to retain possession. But McMillan said, hey, I'm a senior. I've seen this story before. Time for me to write my script here in Hollywood. And UCLA misses touch. Big hit from Ozzie Ross.
Yes, the Bruin backline defense is able to absorb a lot of pressure.
Yes. Great job by both centers. Tackle by Dan Joyce, followed by a tackle by Joe Sykes. They're working well inside.
It's going to be. It does look like Arizona is winning some of these confrontations, and UCLA is going to have to front up a little bit more on that. in open defense.
They're undoubtedly getting over the gain line.
Indeed.
Number 4 for Arizona is holding Nico Cortez down, throwing him to the ground. Apparently, we don't care about that. Sorry, I'm professional.
It's all right.
Arizona moving it out wide.
Well, that's some nifty backline play until, of course, as soon as I open my mouth, an unforced error from Arizona.
But the ref's bringing it back to a penalty. I wasn't aware we were already under advantage.
Oh, interesting. Cortez isn't going to be happy about this.
Referee wants to have another chat with Captain Logan Turner. They got to be best friends at this point.
Absolutely.
I don't think I've ever seen a ref captain so often.
They've spent a good amount of time together. Well,
but you know what? Arizona, like to your point earlier, James, they have been getting over the gain line consistently here. UCLA's been under the pump, and now they're inside their own 22. Arizona has a line out about 15 meters out, and it looks like they're going with a 5-man line out with some options in the back line.
This is a true bend, don't break situation. Oh, wow.
Arizona deliberately leaving their lifter in the air, trying to entice UCLA into a penalty. UCLA wisely, patiently waited to get into that maul. Bit of gamesmanship from Arizona. Great tackle.
Great pushback.
Great tackle.
Absolutely.
If you're a kid watching at home, that's how you want to tackle. Head on the right side, get it done. And that's from the fly half. That was Vicente Alue. I mean, this guy is he's not afraid.
He's been everywhere today. We knew going into the game that he would play a fiery brand of 10, and he's doing exactly that.
Another great hit from McMillan, too. UCLA's leaders are leading.
They are. But I am seeing some hands on hips as they return into the defensive line. Like I said, bend, don't break. There's Jobber.
Jobber and Sherman combining there. Arizona moving it wide. A little bit of space there.
Great covered. Good cover from Sykes. Oh.
Try Arizona.
That was just some tenacious and low running from
number 22, Nick Morgan.
Oh, there we go.
The substitute there on the wing really put his head down and got through there. This game couldn't be any closer, folks. Whew.
He bumped off 3 or 4 tackles there. That was a pretty impressive run.
Yeah, we'll
get a replay on that.
Out wide for Arizona.
Yep.
Makes one man miss. Says, how about a little bit of this? And some of this. I mean, that's 4 players who had the opportunity. 5 if you count the second attempt there. I mean, that is just, hey, folks, get on my back. We're going to paradise. What a try. 5 defenders beaten. That's maybe more defenders than I've beaten my entire career on one run.
Not even close, Jack. I've seen you spring off 20, 30-meter runs. That was, credit where credit's due. That was a textbook hard run. UCLA will have to look itself in the mirror on the tackling front there. Cover defense is never easy, especially at this stage in the game. But if we want to take home the win, UCLA is going to have to front up here.
Missed the conversion, so it's a 3-point margin. UCLA is up 23-20 over Arizona, but Arizona, it must be said, has had the momentum over this past passage of play. They've been getting over the gain line. They've been scoring. UCLA needs something here, and potentially Coach Bennett might need to dip into his bench with 17 minutes remaining in this game.
Absolutely.
As you just saw, that substitute for Arizona, Nick Morgan, making a huge impact for them.
Yep.
UCLA regathers off the restart. Could you believe that Ozzie Ross is a prop? Wow, he's getting it done today.
Yeah, the mobility there is so impressive.
Pargetter, up the middle. Great placement, quick ball. Josh Cox becoming more prominent, directing traffic there.
Alue taking it into contact, looking for the support of his buds.
You've got a replacement prop, Nick Momani. Nice run up the middle there.
And look, what we've essentially been able to do now with Josh Cox stepping in at 10 is to have the field split between Alue and Cox. Really adds to your attack options. We just have to make sure that the Bruins are taking advantage.
The dual playmaker option,
Absolutely.
Someone at 10 and at 15 who can really marshal traffic. That was something that you were so adept at, James. What are you looking at? What pictures are you trying to see here?
Trying to definitely look for fatigue in the forwards of Arizona, and then I'm hoping to find a wing or fullback out of position that I could take advantage of.
And attack that matchup.
Absolutely.
UCLA put a speculative kick in. They knew they had the penalty advantage, and now we'll see what decision they make off of this penalty. Will they go for post and try and push it to a 6-point margin? No, it looks like they're going to go for touch and trust their line out.
Absolutely.
This is a huge call by UCLA. The run of play has been against them up until this point. They had the opportunity to take potentially a long kick, and they're backing their forwards to get it done in tight. Big throw for McMillan. Big line out for the entire pack.
And look, when it's been a little bit less trustworthy of an option today, Arizona has a little bit of a luxury. They can guess that. See,
out the back, but see, and that throw wasn't straight, you might say, but since Arizona didn't compete, that is okay.
I was expecting a whistle there, Jack. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's one of the new laws. UCLA starting to drive through. This is a huge moment in the game. Going Route 1, pick and go. Forwards driving hard.
Logan Turner, so much endeavor.
Arizona's defense is set right under the post. Got to be wary of getting held up. And Rugby, a player must ground the ball in the try zone for it to count as a try.
Looks like a pause and play. Looks like it'll be a scrum to UCLA, Jack.
Not sure what the call is here. Might be talking with his AR. There could be potentially two options here.
We might be looking at a tap and go.
Tap and go. So there was a penalty in the middle of the field, and UCLA again is declining to go for the post.
That's a set play into the maul.
Bit of innovation from the Bruins.
Oh, wow.
Passing it out to that pod, creating a maul. Driving in together. Has he grounded it? The ball has not been grounded. UCLA goes again. These forwards really are digging deep at this point. They got to be tired. But Pater's right there. UCLA punches it in for that huge response try.
Incredible from
Will Sherman, the All-American. Wallace Anberg is my house, says the senior lock from Salt Lake City, Utah, making himself known.
Stating his case for a second consecutive All-American nod.
Hey, he's got my vote. I think as broadcasters we do get votes now. But gosh, all credit to the boys there. They backed themselves twice. They had penalty opportunities to take points. They said, no, we want to put this game out of reach. We want to put the dagger in. There's still a lot of time left, but that was huge.
You know, Jack, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And as a fly half, I used to love nothing more than putting my hands on my hips, knowing that my forwards were taking care of business, shoveling coal up front. Used to see Matt Fredrickson and Sam Sorrell do that from time to time.
Yeah, I've seen Sam shovel quite a bit.
Indeed.
Interpret that as you wish.
Amazingly timely try for the Bruins to go up by 10 points here with under 15 minutes left.
UCLA making some subs potentially? No. We got a replay coming up of the try. Big Will Sherman here. You can see, as James said earlier, low man wins. Uses the post to help take out the defender. Just a really smart play by Will Sherman there. The angle that he took to take that try. Unfortunately, off of the restart, it's a knock-on for UCLA, giving Arizona an avenue back into the game. One of the most difficult things, you never want to give momentum back right after a try. Not taking the restart cleanly. Oh gosh, who'd want to be a coach? Harry Bennett's steaming.
He's built for these moments, though, and so are his boys.
What a performance so far from both sides. Absolutely. Really a lot of physicality, a lot of aggression, a lot of high-level rugby, some beautiful offloads as well.
Absolutely. I'm looking for this to go out to the backs. There's a set play Arizona's running. And it hits the deck. Handing the Bruins an opportunity. Let's see how they use it.
Playing the advantage from the knock-on.
Bruins will take that penalty. It's a nice let-up.
That's huge. So you got the advantage from the knock-on. They could have easily just, kicked the ball and come back to the scrum. But since they tried to play, they ended up inducing a penalty out of Arizona, and they'll put them in a much better position. Josh Cox going for touch here. And I have noticed in this second half, Cox has taken more swings at touch than Vicente, which is a great in-game adjustment.
Absolutely. That'll come from Coach Bennett for sure. It's hard to tell a fly half that he's been relieved of his duties for kicking to touch, but in this case, it was surely necessary.
Hard to tell a fly half anything. UCLA with an effective lineup. Oh, I spoke too soon. Crossing called. So when they set that maul, the ball must be in front before the other players engage. So what the referee has ruled there is that the other players who lifted and then started that maul got in front of the carrier, not allowing Arizona a fair contest for the ball. So a bit of a technical penalty there, and you really hate to see that if you're a UCLA fan, because Arizona's just pounded the ball via the boot of Ted Champion back into UCLA's 22.
Looks like we've got Nick Morgan coming in at outside center.
As you can see on the replay, just got a little bit ahead of the ball carrier there. And my apologies, James.
Looks like Nick Morgan's coming in at center for Arizona. We don't know much about this player, but we'll have our eyes on him.
Yes, and he has come in for the aforementioned Ted Champion.
Interesting. Taking Ted Champion.
No, Champion's still in. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Look, Ted Champion's had a great day today. He could play all 15 positions as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, get him a headset. Get him in the booth. He could announce. Off to Dalton Slaughter from Arizona, the prop, trucking it forward. Moving it out to Jack Bresland.
Oh, I'm seeing some extracurriculars behind the ball there out to the right.
Yeah, number 3's been involved in everything today. With a name like Dalton Slaughter, he knows only one way.
Wouldn't want to meet him in traffic.
And he's in traffic there with a big hit from Ozzie Ross.
Discipline here, massive for the Bruins. This number 5 has been punishing all day long.
Yeah, Jack Bresland has played a blinder for Arizona. Arizona now pushing it in. They're forward saying, hey, anything you can do, we can do better. Penalty. Another talk from the ref. Might have been a warning earlier. You got to hope he doesn't go to his pocket here.
Oh, no, he is. He's showing the dairy.
Yellow card to Captain Logan Turner. Such a talismanic player. Oh, the captain sent off.
That's a stunning blow at this stage in the game. It looks like his day might
Yes,
be
I mean,
to an end.
it's effectively a red card. With a 10-minute yellow card, he won't be able to play any more part in this matchup.
Let's check this
Replay
out
here,
again.
the penalty. The referee has ruled that the Logan Turner pulling that ball out, that the ruck was already formed.
That is a pretty clear indiscretion from our captain.
Line out here for Arizona. They set them all. Beginning to drive, peeling to the right. Crabbing over. The backs are coming in and driving them all. And Arizona has gotten held up.
Gotten held up.
Oh! Whoa!
Excellent.
Wow!
Such tenacity with just 14 men on the field.
What a play by the UCLA Bruins with the back steaming in for Arizona. Numerical disadvantage. Gosh!
Our angle's going to be tough on that, but wow, what an incredible play. Let's see here.
Hats off. I don't know who to give the credit to. I'll give it to all of them. Gosh! Putting your body on the line to get underneath that ball. Again, in rugby, you must press the ball down within the try zone. They prevented Arizona from doing so by getting underneath the ball there, leading to that goal line dropout. But Arizona still threatening. And oh no, it's the danger man himself who scored a try earlier. Nick Morgan is on a wrecking path.
Proving very difficult to put down. And there will be some advantage now to Arizona after that at the ruck.
Oh, no. Shoot! Saxon Gerstel, the fly half for Arizona who made a break earlier, goes through the line again and dots one down. Gosh, this is coming down to the wire.
It truly is. There's some extra diplomacy in the end goal line there.
Oh, man. I mean, you get that big boost from holding up that potential try in the corner, get right back, and just within a couple phases, Arizona's dotted it down. I'm imploring UCLA to really consider using their substitutes. With this much time remaining, I'm seeing some guys who are just out on their feet.
Yeah, there's definitely a little fatigue out there.
But you love to see this from the fly half Vicente. He still puts the pressure on that conversion, which Ted Champion knocks over, making it 30-27. 3-point game with 5 minutes remaining. Let's see that try again. Just a dummy, and it goes through the gap. Wow. Ozzie Ross has played a blinder, but tough for a prop to get all the way over into that gap there. Shoot.
A little extra pushing and shoving, which I like to keep an eye out for. The home crowd getting behind the Bruins here. They are still in front. It might not feel that way in the stadium right now, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, with the yellow card and the momentum, it's... gosh, you could cut the tension in here with a butter knife.
You could. Shout out to the UCLA dining halls.
Oh. What was your favorite dining hall, James?
Oh, my God. Covell.
So confident that immediately walking back.
Some great memories at Covell.
Go, Sergio!
Great take. Andrew McCarthy has been everywhere today.
Wow. Excellent ruck support from the backs there in retreat.
Ooh, low pass. Thankfully went backwards.
Bruins are able to retain. No need to be too fancy here if you're the Bruins.
Agree, but don't want to give a penalty. Good ruck
Absolutely
there.
not.
Sir, playing the night. Yes, he's got advantage, and I should have kept my mouth shut. Dayan Joyce.
Excellent involvement from Dayan Joyce. Simplicity here. Simplicity from the Bruins.
Josh Cox weighs up his options, says it's not on, let me move forward, but ball is ripped as he hits the ground. Could potentially be a knock-on. Not called, thank goodness.
Oh, it looks like we might.
Arizona.
Oh, he's reaching for his pocket. I think we might see the dairy.
Oh, I think there was maybe a bit more back talk as well.
I'm seeing. Yep. I think we might see the fromage.
And could it be both captains sent off? Wow, Cameron Blair, the industrious hooker for Arizona, has been sent off. He's played a great match, it must be said, but the ref has talked to Arizona multiple times, and they were on a warning, so he pays the price there. It's 14 against 14 for the remainder of this game.
Now, if I'm the Bruins back three, I'm knowing that we now have even sides. We're now facing just 14 men. There will be extra space on either side.
And the Bruins go to touch. I mean, that one was out front. Maybe it's just beyond the kicker's range, but you would think potentially take three, and I don't know, but hey, they did it earlier and they were able to pound it in. This is a big call here.
Looks like Coach Harry Bennett's going to his bench in just a moment for an impact sub in the forward pack. This is a pivotal line out if ever there was one, Jack.
That's right. John Paul Lefevre will come on at the next stoppage. Big line out there. Taken well by Will Sherman.
Big time moment from a big time player.
Oh, and the Maul's getting going. Look at him drive.
They've lost the ball.
Oh. So UCLA with a big drive there, but unfortunately unable to retain possession. I'm not sure how Arizona snaggled that back.
Now Champion's going to put it in space with some of our more elusive runners. Let's see if they're able to return in kind.
Vicente says, 1-2, look at my shoe, here I go. He might not have actually said that, but nice move by him. Oh, nope. Around the blind side, did he stay in play? No, to touch.
Probably the first miscalculation
from Sergio,
McCarthy.
Yes.
Or was all day.
No, it was McCarthy. My bad.
No problem. I think McCarthy's had an extraordinary day as a number 9, and that was his first real blemish.
John Paul Lefevre on now. Coming in for Jack Pargetter, who's had a monster of a game.
He really has. He left it all out there.
I also missed another change. Ira Lynn, number 20, has come in as well. Standing ovation for Jack Pargetter.
Well deserved.
Arizona swinging it out. Was that potentially forward? You know what? As the game gets closer, I'm realizing my tendency to question more than announce. But I will announce that Arizona is moving the ball out wide. Dayan Joyce with a strong tackle, holding him up.
Positive involvement from Dayan.
He's marshaled the back line well.
He has.
Number 23 is also in for UCLA, Ben Quarry. So the substitutions have been made. Oh, inside ball back to Tucker Johnstone.
You're looking at 2.5 minutes left. It's going to be a frantic defensive effort from the Bruins here. Here's Champion in the midfield. Oh,
Ira Lynn on the ball.
Bruins are able to take it. Yep.
First to the floor there. Sergio gets on the ball.
With 2 minutes left, I'm hoping that the Bruins can just close this out here. Nothing too crazy.
Huge ruck from Dayan Joyce there. Number 11 from Arizona had hands on the ball, and Dayan was able to clear him out. UCLA cannot afford to give up a penalty here. Arizona's going hard at the breakdown, trying to counter ruck. Oh!
Excellent.
Penalty called. Wow!
Look, desperate times call for desperate measures at the ruck from Arizona, and they got caught on the wrong side of the law.
Just some shout-outs there to Ira Lynn, number 20, for getting his hands on the ball earlier, and the number 19 who just came on, J.P. Lefevre. Great job there helping to secure that penalty. Arizona just got a little too greedy.
A little too greedy.
Needed to make a play with this much time remaining. Vicente has been subbed out. Great game from him.
Great game for Vicente, and Cox will go into the even bigger of a leadership role than he's already in.
Looks like we have Sasha Martini out on the field now, number 22.
It's a great fly half out of Pasadena, my neck of the woods, Jack.
Yes, sir. If you come through Pasadena, you know you need to stop by Vicento's in Glendale. All right, UCLA goes up for the lineout. They really fixed their lineout in the second half.
Absolutely. Credit night and day.
Credit to the coaching staff and the players for making those adjustments.
Oh, I'm seeing some flying hands in the mall here.
It's been scrappy.
It absolutely has.
Nick DiMatteo in at scrum half now, number 21.
And he's a really handy player as well. He's a wonderful sevens player.
He is. He is a very, very, a great option to come off the bench. Would start for so many teams. UCLA continuing to truck it up forward.
We've got 30 seconds on the clock, 81 minutes on the TV clock.
Yes, but is Arizona potentially turned it over? Arizona has turned it over with a successful jackal. They'll have one last gasp effort to try and win this game. Trying to induce an offsides penalty there from the side.
A little bit too much from Jobber there.
Oh, he's calling him off his feet. I think he's been hard done by.
All right, so the time is up, but when a penalty is given, you are allowed to kick it out. The game does not end.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That was as close as it gets. A huge intervention from the referee there.
The next stoppage of play, barring a penalty, will be the end of the game.
That's right. It's all to play for here. The clock is no longer a factor. We're seeing a replay of that last call just now. You can see him trying to induce that penalty. Luckily, UCLA didn't go offsides. Jobber on the ball there. He's called off his feet. I just don't see it, but that's me. Here's the line out for Arizona.
Arizona's line-out's been pretty strong all day.
And it's over! Another call for the ref.
As soon as I say that.
Same thing that UCLA was blown up for earlier. With not getting them all set right. What a win for the Bruins! Number 11 takes down number 9 here at Wallace Annenberg Stadium.
That is a statement win for the Bruins. Playoff implications, as previously mentioned. Arizona very unhappy.
Look at how much it means to those players, Sherman and Ozzie Ross, gosh, holding each other up in an embrace of victory. What a match. Back and forth. Arizona certainly came down the I-10 and brought it.
Absolutely, they did.
But the Bruins were equal to the challenge. Great sportsmanship after a chippy affair. As the Bruins 8 clap in the stands. Gosh, if you're not here, you can't understand how electric it is right now.
What a day of rugby. What an absolute showcase for this growing game.
Unbelievable what Harry Bennett's men have been able to do today.
And you'll see Harry Bennett there at the very end of the line, letting his soldiers congratulate their opposition.
And next weekend, March 1st, Central Washington, here at Wallace-Annenberg Stadium, another game with playoff implications. Folks, we can't see the chat, so if you haven't enjoyed this stream, sorry, but you have to have enjoyed what the Bruins did today.
Absolutely, and you can see them cheering it up for their home fans, which number somewhere in the towards the 500 range, I'd say.
500,000, it looks like to me. You're going to want to be a part of this, folks.
Absolutely. Get on down to Wallace-Annenberg Stadium in the next few weeks.
James, before we sign off, your man of the match. Who stood out to you? I mean, a lot of great individual performances.
Absolutely. As a back, I want to look to the backs to select my man of the match, but I simply can't today. I think Ozzie Ross was absolutely everywhere for the Bruins at prop. He's a mobile prop. His hands are magnificent. And he's going to be a good Bruin for a long time to come.
Just absolutely incredible from Ozzie Ross today. The junior from Irvine really showed his class throughout the game, and his engine. So many involvements for a prop. Won some scrum penalties, too. I mean, you just can't teach that kind of desire, that junkyard dog he's got in him.
It was immense. Jack, how about your man of the match?
Oh, I 100% agree on Ozzie Ross. I do want to just give a quick word to the engine room, the two locks, Jack Pargetter and Will Sherman. Not always getting it done at the lineup, but there's a lot of reasons for that. But their industry in this game was immense. And Freddie Jobber, I love you.
Yeah.
You were amazing. Another word for Day and Joyce marshaling the defensive line. Andrew McCarthy, we both thought was great. Vicente showed his class. Josh Cox. I mean, Sergio. God, who isn't man of the match?
Absolutely.
Man of the match.
It was an amazing, amazing effort. And, I called out Josh Cox early on, and I said we'd be saying his name a lot. We didn't actually, but the thing is that he wasn't out there making mistakes. He was steady as they come. And as a back, sometimes you just need to turn in one of those performances.
I just think in the second half, he really became more prominent in that first receiver role and marshaled the troops so well.
Absolutely.
I mean, and if you're a UCLA fan, the game starts with a penalty against them in the first minute. The run play was against them for a while, too. Every opportunity to let Arizona get over the top of them, they fought back at every turn. They always had an answer, and credit to Arizona. They did as well. It really came right down to the final play of the match.
We really cannot forget the way things started out. Arizona came out so fiery, and it took a long time for the Bruins to set their feet, but they did. They absolutely did.
Set them they did, and they set their shoulders well.
Absolutely.
And this is, of course, if you're just tuning in, our podcast where we talk for as long after the game as we want to.
We know that TBX Sports charges hourly, and we are trying to get them to that 4 p.m. hour.
Yes, it is OT rates for our boys from TBX. Shout out to Daniel, our producer, and Michael, the cameraman. TBX Sports, based in San Diego. They made this broadcast look great. And James, you made it sound great.
Jack, you led the way. You led from the front. There are a couple players that I could compare your performance on the mic to. I hope it's not our last. This was a good time for all of us.
Yeah, call your congressman, call your senator, get us back on the mic, please.
All right. Jack, any final thoughts for the fans watching at home?
I love rugby. What a titanic match between two well-matched sides. Just amazing.
There's a lot to come, a lot of rugby to come this season. If you are a UCLA alumni, I do hope you'll come out to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony and banquet on March 22nd. The 1975 National Championship team will be honored there. There will be some amazing food. There's always some amazing need I say more? Some beverages, Jack.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a great time. I myself won't be there.
Don't say why you don't have to say that.
Shout out to my sister. I will be becoming an uncle very soon.
It might be possible that the broadcast stopped a while ago, but shout out to Uncle James.
And let's wrap it there.
Let's get some Uncle Jameses in the chat.
Let's wrap it there. Thank you so much, everyone. Here's to a great day of Bruin Rugby. And we'll sign out till next week.
Yeah, let's say that at the same time. Here's to a great day of Bruin Rugby. I like that. Okay.
Well,
here's to a great day of Bruin Rugby.